Hi everyone, Kevin here from Golf Guy Reviews, and today I'm just going to do a quick follow-up from a video I did a couple of weeks ago where I gap tested some of my clubs at a Toptracer driving range all by myself. Now if you're interested in maybe gap testing your clubs and wondering whether it can help improve your game, definitely stick around and check this video out because I'm about to go through some of the details and some of the changes that I've made to my bag following my gap testing. So it really shows how gap testing can be quite valuable. In fact, not just quite valuable, really valuable to all golfers. So I definitely recommend you getting yourself gap tested. So a few weeks ago I shot a video where I went to a Toptracer driving range and I did a gap testing by myself. I was really impressed with the technology and I shared some of the results. I put up a table of some of my maximum and average carry distances, and as a result of that I actually spotted that there was a 25-yard gap between my pitching wedge, which is a 45-degree wedge, and my 54-degree lob wedge. So 25 degrees, I wasn't really comfortable with that gap. So I went out and I've bought a utility wedge in the Ping G series, so it matches my pitching wedge and the rest of my irons going upwards. And that utility wedge is at a 50 degree. So now in my bag, I haven't got such a gap. It goes 58, 54, 50, then 45, and then so on up the bag. And so I went back to the driving range to test out the utility wedge and see where it's going to fit in. And actually, it plugs that gap really quite nicely. Whereas before, I had a 25-yard gap ranging from around 100 yards to 125, so that was between my 54 and my pitching wedge. The utility wedge fits right nicely in between there, so you can see from the images that I captured from the driving range, the utility wedge slots nicely in between that gap there, and is exactly what I'm looking for, because I no longer need to feather a pitching wedge if I've got between 100 and 115. Which I'm not that great at, and I no longer need to actually try and hammer a 54-degree wedge, which I'm really useless at, and it will end up thinning it most of the time or shanking it, to be honest. So that's really helped me give a bit more confidence to my approach play and the choice of shot and the choice of club that I can use. If you're considering getting a gap test in, whether that's a professionally done one with a PGA professional, or whether that's just at a Toptracer range, I really recommend it, because the more confidence and the more knowledge that you've got in your game, the better you're going to be. It's as simple as that. So totally, if you've got a Toptracer range, get down there, get yourself a gap test in, and if not, go find your local professional. They're pretty around about £40 there or thereabouts if you do it with a professional, or you can do it at a Toptracer for £10, but get yourself tested, because it's going to improve your game no end if you know how far each of your clubs can go. So I totally recommend you go do that. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, and if you're interested in keeping up to date on all the latest reviews of golf shoes, clothing and tech, then make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date on all my latest videos coming out.